Hey, welcome back to my cluttered home office, everyone. So if you are taking the Zoom training for the first time, this is merely the video after the Zoom virtual background tutorial. However, if you've already finished the training, you're probably having the following thought. Scott, why am I seeing you again? What's going on here? Well, Zoom has gone ahead and made a few updates just in time for the fall school year. And I think this is a good lesson that, when we're working with technology, as in life, especially as in teaching, right? Things constantly are changing. They're constantly evolving. And something that Zoom has added are a new set of filters that allow students and you to manipulate the video in new ways. And speaking of expecting the unexpected, you can see my cat hanging out back there. But you know what? I'm going to leave him. And here, I'm not going to edit him out. I think it's another good example of the year is kind of going to be full of surprises. And it's best just to kind of roll with them. See, moves behind me. So here is how these filters work. Right here, you need to download the new version of Zoom. It just came out. And the link for that is embedded in the training. And heck, if you can't find it, shoot me an email and I can send it to you. And so you choose video filter, not choose virtual background, choose video filter. This is new. And again, you got to be using the new updated Zoom program. So you click that. And keep in mind, you're seeing my background because my computer's webcam does not have adequate settings to generate the virtual background effectively. So as I mentioned in that training, when I'm doing a virtual background, I'm using my Zoom phone app as a de facto second monitor, so I can generate that background. But check this out. Now they have these filters. Whoa! It's like a performance, right? I should have been doing this the whole time. TV screen? No! Smiley faces? Right? And then your students will know that they're happy to be in your class. It's kind of freaking me out, so I'm going to stop. And then all these other filters. Oh! Right? They can know your class is a little party. And it's important to know especially if you've got like Instagram on your phone, these filters could be kind of easy to turn on if you're using like an iPad or something versus the computer. But if you accidentally turn them on, remember you turn them off the same way. You go to the video little up arrow and you choose virtual background, and it brings you to this screen. But you can graduate them early. Hey, it's too bad we didn't have this for the graduation, right? So you can see there are a number of things here. This is probably not what FSW meant when they said we had to wear a mask. I'm going to stop. I'm killing myself. I'm going to stop. Right. 3D, the 80s future. I'm really stopping now, so I'm going to X out of this. Oh, no. And the glasses are still on me. So as you can see, I'm really having too much fun with this. Let me take this off. But you know what? I'll put the theater background on. Add a little bit of drama to this, right? Okay, so you can see I've had a lot of fun with this background in just this short time. But my computer camera, which is rather primitive, it's not a super advanced camera, runs these filters very easily. And so if you have a computer camera and you don't want to use your phone, obviously you're teaching, you probably need to file share and that kind of thing. You can use these filters to add a little bit of fun to your class, but your students could also use them in a way that may be distracting. That smiley face border kind of freaked me out. Smiley faces looked vaguely evil, and also it was kind of overwhelming. So you may want to add a statement in your syllabus just letting folks know, that they need to use these filters appropriately, if at all. And I'm going to offer the same advice that I did with the virtual backgrounds. I think using these in an appropriate fashion can be fun, especially if you're having like an icebreaker activity or you're having kind of a fun back and forth. But man, if you're covering serious content, you don't want your students distracting one another with this. So I would add a syllabus statement or something in the syllabus, just adding, covering the proper behavior, your expectations with this sort of thing, just to cover yourself, right? Make sure it doesn't get out of control. Okay, and there are also just a couple other additions here. These seem small, but they will show up. In addition to the thumbs up and applause reactions, students can now heart what's going on. They can laugh so hard they cry. They can be shocked, like when you announce there's a pop quiz. And they can go, yay! Or like when you announce there's a pop quiz and they're really excited about it because they've all done the reading, right? That's how it normally goes. And a couple of other things here. Zoom did add a few other touch-ups, so you can adjust for low lighting, which is kind of cool. It makes your video a little bit better. And also in the sound, they added some additional features to try to knock out background noise. These, if you don't want your students using these filters at all, one final thought here. Remember, these are things that you can toggle on and off in your meeting settings. So you can just turn them off that way. But if you'd like to. Well, that's it for me. Maybe until Zoom makes their next update. But hopefully nothing springs at us before the school year gets underway. So have a great semester, everyone. Or continue to enjoy the training if you're taking it for the first time.